COMM 222, Organizational Behavior. Chapter 7, Groups and Teamwork. Prepared by Nasatehari. 7.1. A group consists of two or more people interacting interdependently to achieve a common goal. Some groups go through a series of developmental stages: forming, storming, norming, performing, and adjourning. However, the punctuated equilibrium model stresses a first meeting, a period of little apparent progress, a critical midpoint transition, and a phase of goal-directed activity. 7.2. As groups get bigger, they provide less opportunity for member satisfaction. When tasks are additive, performance depends on the addition of individual effort, or disjunctive, performance depends on that of the best member. Larger groups should perform better than smaller groups if the group can avoid process losses due to poor communication and motivation. When tasks are conjunctive, performance is limited by the weakest member. Performance decreases as the group gets bigger, because the chance of adding a weak member increases. Diverse groups generally develop at a slower pace and are less cohesive than homogeneous groups. While the effects of surface-level demographic diversity can wear off over time, deep diversity differences regarding attitudes are more difficult to overcome. 7.3. Norms are expectations that group members have about one another's behavior. They provide consistency to behavior and develop as a function of shared attitudes. In organizations, both formal and informal norms often develop to control dress, reward allocation, and performance. Roles are positions in a group that have a set of expected behaviors associated with them. Role ambiguity refers to a lack of clarity of job goals or methods. Role conflict exists when an individual is faced with incompatible role expectations, and it can take four forms: intrasender, intersender, interrole, and person role. Both ambiguity and conflict have been shown to provoke job dissatisfaction, stress, and lowered commitment. Status is the rank or prestige that a group accords its members. Formal status systems use status symbols to reinforce the authority hierarchy and reward progression. Informal status systems also operate in organizations. Although status differences are motivational, they also lead to communication barriers. Cohesive groups are especially attractive to their members. Threat, competition, success, and small size contribute to cohesiveness, as does a tough initiation into the group. The consequences of cohesiveness include increased participation in group affairs, improved communication, and increased conformity. Cohesive groups are especially effective in accomplishing their own goals, which may or may not be those of the organization. 7.5. Social loafing occurs when people withhold effort when performing a group task. This is less likely when individual performance is visible, the task is interesting, there is good performance feedback, and the organization rewards group achievement. (7.6). Members of self-managed work teams do challenging work under reduced supervision. For greatest effectiveness, such teams should be stable, small, well-trained, and moderately diverse in membership. Group-oriented rewards are most appropriate. Teams perform best when they have high collective efficacy, a shared belief that they can perform a given task. Sharing identical information, shared mental models, contributes to such efficacy. 7.7. Cross-functional teams bring people with different functional specialties together to better invent, design, or deliver a product or service. They should have diverse membership, a superordinate goal, some basic decision rules, and reasonable autonomy. Members should work in the same physical location, and team leaders require people skills as well as task skills. 7.8. Virtual teams use technology to communicate and collaborate across time, space, and organizational boundaries. These teams offer many advantages, such as reduced travel costs, greater potential talent, and continuous workflow, but present difficulties in terms of miscommunication, lack of trust, and feelings of isolation.